Hey guys, what's up? It's Heather with the Moss Co. And today I am living my best life. We are going to plant up our first fall container. And so I love containers. I could put together containers all day, every day. But fall is my favorite season. We do live in East Tennessee. We garden in Zone 7A. And I've got my helper dog out here and we are sitting in the shade. It is 81 degrees out here. It was like in the 50s this morning. My whole day has been great. Wyatt usually likes me to lay in the bed with him until he wakes up on his own. And some days I can't accommodate that, but this morning I was like, I didn't know it was 50 degrees outside. If I knew it was 50 degrees outside, I would have been doing this out here when it was 50. It was the first day that it feels a little bit like fall. The humidity's down. I went out and picked, 10 tomatoes off my plant, an eggplant. I canned up some cowboy candy or candied jalapenos, and now I'm out planting fall containers. So all of that rambling to say, my garden center finally got some fall plants in, not very many, and I know this grass looks like it's dead, but I love a dying looking grass, a brown element in a fall container. So I picked this up a couple weeks ago. I haven't really been very good at watering it, but that's okay because it's a grass. And then I've got this heuchera here, and this is a Dolce Wildberry, and I love this purple color. And then we've got these marigolds that have that beautiful orange, and these two plants together are magic. The dirt here is where I dropped my pansies. During the fall, I just perpetually pick up a bunch of pansies. You can put pansies everywhere. They usually do really, really well for us. And they just add that extra something. The containers behind me are all planted up for summer. They have done really well, but they are starting to look only slightly tired, which is good because I do want to, do the full fall display up here. I love fall. We could go on about this forever, but here's my container. This is my favorite container that I have. That's why I picked my prime plants for it. It has my kids' handprints on it, and we did that for Mother's Day. So what we're going to do is we already have our drip tube run through here. It's just a black poly 1/4 inch drip connected to some brown emitter tubing that when we get done we can just feed it through the plants like this. So we'll add our soil. We probably won't add as much as normal because we've got a lot of really big root balls in here, and we're going to jam this pretty close. The reason we're going to jam it pretty close is because it's the fall. Things shouldn't be growing that much for us, and they just don't need that much room. So I want it to look beautiful from the get-go. I do not usually use trailers in this container so that I can see the handprints. So we're just gonna get started here. I'm gonna get some gloves. So, dirt. I just buy whatever decent quality potting mix I can get my hands on at the time. Will say one of my pet peeves is that usually like days when I know I'm gonna go get potting mix, it's always like rain the night before and the bags are super heavy. That's the worst. So I'm gonna go ahead, that one had been in our garage so it's pretty dry. This one has been in the back of the truck. I'm gonna go ahead and open this one. And just keep it to the side, because I think what we're going to have to do here is like filling around. Alrighty, so we've got our potting soil in here, and we're going to add some of the continuous release fertilizer from Proven Winners. I don't necessarily have to do this in fall containers because everything's not growing so much, but because we've got a blooming plant, I do want to give it a little extra food, so we'll throw some of that in there. It is also September 1st today. My first frost date is October 24th, so it does have to make it 2 months, so give it a little bit of food anyhow. So I've got this bunny tails grass, and I took it out of its container and I knocked off any available dirt that I could because these are gonna be in here pretty snug. So get that guy in there. Going to get them in here pretty snug. All right, so next we're gonna do our Wildberry heuchera. These are supposed to be perennial. So technically, I think in my area, I have some in the ground. They're not living their best life. So I'd say in my area, I might have more success with it perennially in a container. So what we'll do this year is we'll just, we will winter it over in this container and see how it does for us. That shoved in there pretty good. Just plenty of dirt around it. So if we're a little less centered now, Wyatt had to come park his Power Wheels. You like this grass? You do. It's pretty, isn't it? Does it scream fall to you?
You want to touch it?
Do you want to touch it? You can touch it. You don't want to touch it? You want to do the fertilizer?
Yeah.
I'll let you do it on the next container. I already did it in this one. I'm going to put a little mini scoop right here. I'm going to put a little mini scoop right here.
Okay.
Just a little bit, okay?
A
A little mini scoop. Oh, God, I hope its root ball isn't the size of Texas.
Let me mix it up. We can mix it up.
So next we're going to go in with this marigold. Super pretty fall color. Again, love this with this wild berry heuchera. Making a giant mess. How much of this can I get off here? Just squeeze it. Give it a little hug. A little root ball hug. Take some of the soil out. Oh no, that ain't going.
You look like a meatball.
All right, so we've got those three in. I'm just gonna tuck a little soil in back here. Make sure that everybody's roots are covered.
Is it my turn?
No, we're done for this container, buddy. I'll let you hit up the next one though.
That's a lot to do.
Just make sure everybody's got dirt all around the roots. Just a couple, just like 4. Because you always need pansies.
All of them. Couple of them. That's better. Now, are you ready to pour in? Are you ready for it in?
No, baby, not right now. I'll let you know on the next planter.
Now it's ready for it in here. In this big bucket.
Uh-huh.
Now it's ready to in these small seeds. These small seeds. And these things. Like this brown stuff is ready. Put it in the bucket, the medium bucket.
Make sure everybody's pressed down really good. And fluffed up. All right, I'm gonna come around the front and see how that looks. And maybe clean up a little bit of our mess. came around the front, and I'm actually super happy with how this turned out. I love fall. I love fall containers. I love all the colors, and I'm so excited about this. So I'll get some more shots to show you of it close up, but super happy with our first fall container. Super excited. Thank you guys so much for watching, and we'll see you in the next one. Bye.